Well, the Washington Commanders did it. They traded Montez Sweat to the Chicago Bears for a 2024 second round pick. I'll break it all down in today's video. If you guys are new, make sure to subscribe, hit that like button and that notification bell as well. It really does help out the channel. Alright, so I'll read the details from Adam Schefter. It says, trade, Commanders and Bears have agreed to a trade that is expected to send Montez Sweat to Chicago for 2024 second round pick per sources, and the rest you already know. So not really, not extremely surprising. We knew the Commanders were kind of shopping Montez Sweat, especially after that loss to Philly. They're 3-5, and some reporters have reported that ownership kind of has stepped in and they're making a little bit of the decision, not necessarily to negotiate the trade, but to say, okay, we're selling versus buying. And usually you don't want that, but in this scenario where they kind of know this front office and this coaching staff isn't going to be in the future, I think it's a good move for sure. And I think the return is solid. I mean, you get a 2024 second round pick from Montez Sweat, a pick that is likely going to be high, likely going to be in that, 35 to 40 range. That's solid. Hopefully they can actually hit on that second round pick, because this regime and the last regime as well, they haven't been able to hit on the second round picks. I mean, it's been a while. I mean, Sam Cosmi's been the best one from this regime, and he hasn't even been amazing. So, hopefully the new regime is, able to make some good picks. They'll have 2 second round picks this year, but do want to say thank you to Montez Sweat. I mean, he played here for 5 years. He was never truly elite. He never got to that double-digit sack number, but he was consistently solid for us. Didn't get hurt too much. Not too much drama with him, and he just, got to the quarterback a decent amount per year, around 7-8 sacks every season. We drafted him in the first round, traded up for him, really liked that pick at the time, and it turned out to be a solid pick. And after, 5 years, they get all that production plus an early second round pick for him. You can't ask for too much more than that. And, it was reported that the Commanders didn't really allow teams to negotiate with their pass rushers. That kind of makes the value lower. If you look, Leonard Williams, who I think is significantly worse than Montez. I mean, he had 1.5 sacks this year. He's also 29 years old. He got traded for a second and a fifth rounder. So that's something to keep in mind as well. Bradley Chubb got traded for a first and a fourth and a player a couple years ago. So I don't know. I think they could have gotten a little bit more. But for the circumstances, a high second round pick is solid return in my opinion. Solid return, and JP Finley says Bears second rounder should be high, or should be high too. Strong move for the future, but current coaches can be thrilled to lose Montez. Tells you what you need to know. And also, what would have been cool if they would have beat the Bears. That would have made the second round pick even worse as well. But hey, it is what it is. Maybe if they beat the Bears, they don't even trade Montez Sweat. But if you're a Bears fan and you're watching this, Montez Sweat is very, very talented. He's a freak athlete, and at minimum, he'll get you 7-8 sacks a year. He already has 6.5 for us. Sometimes he doesn't finish. He gets, close to the quarterback. He doesn't finish. He's done a better job at it this year. He hasn't been elite for us, but he's been a very good pass rusher for basically 5 years. So you're getting a good pass rusher with a lot of talent and not too much drama with him. He seems like a good guy, and you got a good player. And hey, we'll take that high second round pick. We'll see if any other moves are made today. Jacoby Brissett could be on the move. There's been some rumors about him, and then maybe some other players. This is just me speculating. Antonio Gibson, Curtis Samuel, guys like that. Let me just see right here if anything happened, any more, news on this. Maybe if we got another pick. So I guess that's kind of the end of the trade compensation. It's going to be a second round pick, and we got, like Burgundy Blog says here, we got to root for whoever's playing against the Bears, because we want that second round pick to be as high as possible. I believe they have 2 wins right now. So that second round pick is pretty high, but we want it to get even higher. We want it to be a top 5 second round pick. And one thing I'll finally say, the D-line is finally broken up. The 4 first-round picks, it is what it is. They didn't produce enough. We never had a truly elite defense. At periods of time we did, but we never for a full season had a elite defense. And, the defensive line at times wasn't fully healthy. I mean, a lot of the last couple years, Chase Young wasn't in, but still, they just didn't play well enough to warrant extending all of them. And I understand why they traded Montez Sweat. So if Chase Young, if he has a good year this year, the new regime, hopefully they keep him around. And 3 first-round picks is still, that's a lot invested in your D-line. And they can still be really good. Casey Toohill, bring back either Casey Toohill or James Smith-Williams, or, develop KJ Henry and Andre Jones, and your D-line's still in a good spot if they can play together. And I think you'll be in a good spot on that defensive line, especially if they're coached up well. But Montez Sweat, again, that defensive line all together, they weren't winning, and not even that they weren't winning, the defense wasn't elite with them. So if you can get something for them, a high second-round pick, I think that's a solid move. Wish we could have gotten more, but them not allowing the other team to negotiate with Sweat is definitely loses a little bit of value. But we'll take the high second and go root for whoever's playing the Bears for the rest of the year. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Again, Montez Sweat, man, thank you for everything you did for Washington. Solid career here. And, it sucks that he's going to another losing organization, that's lost a lot. Maybe, they do have 2 top picks next year in the first round, so they might be able to change that up in a little bit. We'll see if Montez Sweat, re-signs for a while. Thanks for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed, and peace.